If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. And if I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home. I was just
Good morning and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for May the 20th, 2020. 5/20/2020. Shame we don't have a few more months in the year, then we could have 2020. Let me jump into Discord where Ed is hopefully waiting. Alright, we're in the We Are Leveling section of Discord if anyone wants to join us. Excuse me, we are live, now we are leveling, duh. Brain Network today. We're in the chat, so... Alright, let's see what's going on here with the Bat Out of Hell 2. What the heck is that? I have mycelial spore burst. Why did I not load that? Oh, it is loaded. Okay. Oh, it's because I have 2 now. That's right. And this toon has made 1,200,000.
Hello, Mom.
Good morning, Ed. How are you today?
Mom, you are a little bit cut at the end.
You know, everybody's been telling me that. I'm not sure what to do.
Can hardly understand you. In Discord.
Let's see. Is that working any better? Does that work? Oh, that shows that it's working fine. Let's see, is that any better, Ed?
Yeah, that is perfect.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm having some issues with the input sensitivity, and everyone's like, well, do push to talk. The problem is I forget to push when it says push to talk. So I'll be blithering along, and people are like, we can't understand you. Plus,
I'm quite, I can hear you well.
Okay. Well, hopefully that'll work. I will try and figure that one out. All this technical stuff, you know.
Yes, and, volume settings, are so fragile.
They are.
On way too many application, even Windows update.
Oh, yeah.
Tinker your volume settings for some reasons. Why?
I have been doing the updates, and I've been shutting down on Thursdays when we do the patch. And as soon as I come back, I have to reset everything every single time, and it's annoying as heck. But let me know if I keep cutting out, and I'll see what I can do to fix it. So can I have you give me say something so I can check your volume?
Okay. Yes, there has been a planet circling a star. Nobody knows the planet or the star, but everybody agrees they must be important because nobody tells you what they are about. Yes, those kinds of secrets, creating already conspiracy theories. Some people even say, no, there is no planet. That's just a silly moon. But then you have the faction that says there is no moon without a planet. Either it's a dwarf planet, or you can call it an asteroid, but you can't call it a moon without having a planet to circle around.
Yes, I will agree with that.
Yeah, so conspiracy theorists now blame the physics for trying to spoil their reputation, just to suppress their well-researched opinion. They read it somewhere in a, these cookies with notes in it, the Chinese lucky cookies. Yes, now the cookie conspiracies trying to blame everybody else, also because yes, another plot to spoil the reputation is the Somerville, just by spelling the ship's class the wrong name. It should be named the Somerville. Because otherwise you could never justify a well-spelled Winterville.
Oh, yeah, that's what we need.
And now some of those from the cookie faction simply decide just to dump the idea of a moon without a planet totally. They now call the moon an asteroid, and otherwise building a conspiracy theory about Q actually spoiling the name of the Somerville because he never wants a starship in the Q Winter Wonderland. And that would be a Winterville. Understood?
Understood. Okay, and I was going to say, how can you be that clever this early in the morning? And then I realized it's not early in the morning for you. It's only early in the morning for me.
For me, it's early afternoon.
Yes, exactly.
And morning was a little bit busy. As the result, I have what people would call a runner's high, except
Ooh.
that I do not run, because runners, well, those sports companies, that's another conspiracy, just to pilfer our money for stuff in pink and neon green and the like. And yes, they want our money. So I would prefer to put my money into delicious.
Yes, absolutely. And good morning, Smearslin. Yes, I agree. If nobody knows they're around, how do you know?
However, now I'm oxygenated beyond reason.
You sound that way, yes.
Yeah, that need I have to do something on the carbon dioxide level, maybe drinking sparkling mineral water.
Does that do that on the carbon dioxide level? Does it get from your stomach to your lungs, or should you inhale the sparkling water?
I fear anatomy is another area where I could now start ranting about. What the heck did people think when they invented the usual... No, that is not a road I'm going to go, at least not in public, and at least when people are listening to me, that I should first field test between my two brain lobes and see if it passes the schmugivity test.
You must be feeling better.
I feel it. Talking gibberish. Well, for a certain reason, I named an aliens cruiser the CSN Flibberty Gibbet. A vocable South brought to my attention.
Yes.
I Wikipedia'd it, I Googled it, okay. Some totally useless person with a name that confuses many people, including triggering LGBT alerts first, and then, oh no, there are much more letters than that. And so, yes, the Flibberty Gibbet is a great ship name.
It is a great ship name. Let's see, it's, what song is that in? Maria. From Sound of Music. There's a reference to her being a Flibberty Gibbet, a will-o'-the-wisp, a lark. So, good name. What the heck? Soph just logged off?
Pronunciation noted.
That's how they sing it in the song. I don't know if that's correct or Flibberty Gibbet.
Well, a G followed by an E or an I should be a G and not a G. yeah. Blah, 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 blah.
But at the same time, if you sing the lyric A Flibberty Gibbet, it doesn't run as lyrically as A Flibberty Gibbet for a song lyric. But at the same time, if you're going to hang somebody, don't you put them on the gibbet with a hard G?
Vocabulary fails. Universal Translator needs an upgrade. It currently is version 1.8. Maybe I should go for 1.8.5.6.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to run over real quickly and pick up my new crew compliment. Woo! And apparently rubber band backwards through some water. Quite a few times. Did you see the new ship package that's coming out? The one on Mud's Market? I don't think it's out yet.
It's not out yet. It's the account unlock makes it very interesting, and okay, I do not have the Zen, otherwise I would be in definitely serious temptation to say yes, yes, yes. But, that is now first. Someone must find out what actually is in the package.
Wait.
Is it 3 choices from 6 options, or where you can say, okay, I want that Wern for all science happiness. I want that Hasnok for all pew pew PvP happiness, plus 2 of those T6 pre-vouchers. I really do not know how the package works at the moment. There are many, conspiracy theories, I guess. But I would not start the third run. Mud's Market had a shoddy start, but meanwhile, in my opinion, it turns out it offers interesting options, and yes, it's kind of wishes fulfilled for several people. So, well, if there is a market and people get happy with their purchases, just look for a discount. Best would be 80% possible that has been seen. Second best would be 75% discount that has been seen. And on this 50% discount, I have my little doubt if buying earlier gets you the 50% discount, and then you have wait a year or so for another chance to get a 50% discount, or if sooner or later a 75 or 80% will strike. But, well, that's mad. A businessman you cannot rely on. You just have to shoot him in the back at the right moment and rob his stuff.
Let's see, you can purchase the bundle and claim rewards as many times as you like and count unlock, but you can only choose each ship pack once. It still doesn't clarify it for me. Choosing any of the ships opens them as an account unlock. You'll be able to reclaim these ships on all characters forever. You can purchase the bundle and claim rewards as many times as you like, but you can only choose each ship pack once.
Okay, I will try to grab some of my of those people who I know will do the purchase, and ask them for screenshots on the options and the like. Maybe there's something that helps clarify. By the way,
yes.
Have I told you about the big event campaign, the lithium extra I got?
No, you did not.
Thanks to featured TFO rewards from older, I completed event campaign too early.
Yes.
On my Play Long and Prosper crew.
Ah, excellent.
And so what I did was running a dissension on Pavo. Said yes, got me 15k dilithium, cause I had completed the small event early.
Right.
Then the daily event was locked as expected. And when I claimed the big event prize, where I choose Lobby,
Yes.
Lobby has stuff you cannot purchase for energy credits, so I picked Lobby.
Mm-hmm.
And completing the big campaign unlocked the daily again. That is, I could do a second run for then 60k that had been unlocked for that day already.
Wow.
So I did two. I got two daily dilithium lumps, so to say.
Nice.
Now every day is just 1k dilithium higher than it would have been without that stunt. So,
Yes. So that's nice.
Totally, I think it will turn out about 20 to 24,000 more dilithium than without that, which is nice in
Yes,
days
it is.
where.
Okay. Comments from Smirtzlin. You get 3 choices from the 6 options. However, the account unlocks are a one-time thing, meaning you can only get that one item. It's probably that you get 3 choice boxes, just like the time with the Bozeman items and the choice of badges, just in this case with the different things.
We will see what we get when it's live, and yeah. In case of doubt, blame Ambassador Kell and keep calm.
Well,
Poor guy.
I finished up the event yesterday, so I got the 8,000 base level dilithium, so that'll go up one at a time, and we've got 1 week left on that, so by the end I'll get 15,000 dilithium. On this toon, I've got only 3 days left to finish it up, so that's nice.
Yep.
Because
The
these
Long and
toons will...
Prosper crew will get 20k tomorrow.
Sweet! Alright, if we're going to do this, we probably should start, because I actually have a job interview at 9 a.m. my time, so somewhere between now and then. I actually have to take a shower so I can look nice.
Okay, Miss Moneypig is ready for duty. That
Okie dokie.
is, I would set difficulty to boost mode.
Okay,
And
I'm at level 31. All my equipment is still at level 6, so it actually probably...
just do some shots to get noted, and everything else should work as last time.
Okay.
I invite you to tea.
Thank you very much. I accept your kind invitation.
Yep.
Thank you, Smirtzlin.
Going to orbit.
I do not always look nice, but it's a good and pleasant thought. What are we going to do first? Are we going to start with 9th rule?
First, let me check if everything is in place,
Okay.
because you can't correct trade mishap once in a mission map, so
No, you can't.
Just play the safe way. Okay, no bug happened, so that's good. And we will start the 9th rule. There I am, and launch.
Yeah. And launching.
By the way, as long as the small mate, so to say, is in the lower levels, I run those patrols in Elite to get as much experience as possible.
Wow.
Because the lower level Elite opponents are not that troubling.
Well, we ran
In
this...
9th rule, first group, you will see what happens later, so I will go to advanced at a certain point, but for now we
Okay.
do it.
I was unable to transfer my keybind file over. So I'm going to have to go realize what I put it under. And I did forget to put on some of the features that you asked me to do. So next time we're back at Space Dock, I'll go get that taken care of.
moment here I have some minor
Mm-hmm.
glitch
No
on my hub.
problems.
On my way to trouble.
No problems. Hitting that F key is turning into a really bad habit because we were trying to help somebody out last night by speed leveling them. And I'm trying to save all the loot for him and kept clicking F by mistake, just out of habit.
Yeah, muscle memory.
Oh, yeah. But Frost was there with his grav wells, just sucking everything into the same spot so we could just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Okay, that's level 32.
That's that is something I really like doing this with the science ship. Though something like the Farang Dreadnought that does the same job by classic Pew Pew is same grade of support, just different effect.
Good morning, Sarah, 1992. How are you today? Okay, up to 33, so we've leveled up 2 in this one. Okay, Smeartzlin, I woke up at about 5 this morning, a few minutes after 5. Very typical for me. Get downstairs, do my morning stuff, which is basically make the coffee, feed the dogs. Get all that stuff? We got all that stuff. Then realized I needed some more coffee. So this is cup number 2, and cup number 3 will have to wait till after we're done here. Okay, my inventory is less than half full, so I don't need to restart.
Yeah, we can go for a rescue and search then.
Let me just move those guys over there, that guy over there, a little bit more space. Okay, search and rescue. Ready?
Usually, first have to
This
press the dialogue, then I'm in the menu, and launch.
Okay.
know, but they are adjusted to your level rather than to mine.
Well, I got in a few shots. I'm happy.
Yeah. For some stupid reason, my inventory is full.
Ooh, well, we'll go back and clean out everything after this.
Okay, I just leave the loot to you. Then
Well, okay.
clean inventory when.
Well, we'll need to go dump out everything after this one, so no problems there. That's up to 34. Jack Wonder was going to join us this morning. He had a question or questions. So hopefully he will be here. $35. Oops. Ah, I got too close. Gosh darn it. $37. So it was a very sad day yesterday, Ed. Very sad indeed.
Oh.
For the first time ever, I had more marks of other types than I did of Romulan marks.
Oh. The poor people at New Momulus, they will now feel neglected.
Yes, that's one reason. Oops, let's stop that. It's one reason I'm working on leveling this toon, So I've got somebody who can just camp at New Romulus and share all those wonderful missions. I wish they hadn't taken those away.
For example. Yeah.
Never do them herself, just share them. This is almost comical, how much stuff there is. Oh, finally. Finally, it's not completely off the screen. Yay! Yes, FFFFFFFF, Smirtzlin.
Thing is,
Ooh, Packlet Engineer, Boolean Science, or Betazoid Tactical? Didn't we have this conversation yesterday?
pretty sure, kind of.
Betazoid Tactical, no, it's going to need way too much help. Boolean Science. No, we
Okay, they can do beer science and acid science.
Packlets come with superior covert. Can you believe that? I shall collect that one. I'm not going to sign you there.
Packlets come with superior eyebrows.
Yeah, they do. Hey, AJ Tony, if you want to share a link, please send it to me, and I can share it from there, but we don't let people put up links that we haven't seen first. Don't want to get ourselves into any more trouble than we can already get into on our own. Thank you so much. You can whisper it to me. There we go. Ooh, I guess I can cure people of headaches now. Yay. It's
So
my...
you have the treating bullet?
Apparently. I can cure all wounds. Ooh. Okay, that was fun. Ran sideways into a tree.
Next time, Trier should just use direction lights before standing there.
Exactly. It's not my fault.
Just let me know when you're ready for our next run.
Just dumping out all of the stuff, of which there's quite
I
a
remember
bit.
there has been a certain amount of shipwrecks too. Scavenger runs.
Here I am hanging on to all these loot boxes like I'm going to have time to open up loot. Well, we've had such terrible weather here, Smertzlin. We've had rainy days that are just rainy enough for the pressure to be low, and everybody's got a headache and feels miserable. So going into work, everyone's walking around the house, everyone's grocery stores, everyone's. All right, so the question is, shall I run down to the training person and pick up? Hi, Duffy. And pick up polarized hull, side team 1, and hazard emitter 2. Is that hazard emitter 2?
Sounds like some things I mentioned Monday.
Yes, I have my notes here. Did I actually do anything about them?
You do notes. That's my way.
I've jokingly said I have the book with me at all times, which is kind of true. I do have the book with me, but these are on my sticky notes. So I need polarized hull 1, side team 1, side team 1, there we are. And you had hazard emitters 2. There we go. That's all going on Julian. The one I didn't do is very cold in space because I'm going to have to go buy all the stuff. But I might have enough money to buy all those thingies. We're going to give that all to Julian. Julian. Here you are, my dear. All right, so Julian's going to get polarized hull 1. Hazard emitters 2. Let's see.
Guess you have
Gravel
Teffarel
3.
on duty yet still?
Pardon?
I guess you have Teffarel on duty.
Yes, I do.
So maybe she gets the science team of the like.
Exactly. I was going to give her the side team 1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and
I suggest feedback pulse is not the best thing in.
give me an
the
alternative and I'll put it in there.
Photonic Officer 2. Later you might end on the Photonic Officer 1. But Photonic Officer 2, just on a small toon, gives you cooldown reductions, an early development stage, no big costs involved, just works out of the box.
Okie dokie. Give me a sec here. I like how they don't have handrails and you can fall off the edges here.
Yeah.
Photonic Officer 2, you said?
2
There he
and
is.
1 for, maybe 1 for later.
I can always come back and get the one later. Julian.
And the Photonic Officer would be the first ability you use when starting combat.
Yeah, as I said, I wasn't able to transfer my keybind file, so I'm going to have to do that after today. For whatever reason, it didn't like to transfer. It's save bind file on the existing one and then load bind file, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it didn't like that today.
Or it's probably bind save file and bind load file.
Okay, let's see what we need to get very cold in space. And you said very cold in space 3, correct?
3 is best. Just depends on the bridge officer slots you have available, but very cold in spaces. Yeah, they all cost the same, 50 of each ornament. And for now, okay, you just had the photonic officer, the Bigo.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you go for a 2 very cold in space and replace maybe the Polaris so you replace the hazard emitter 2 by the very cold in space, and replace probably the polarized hull by hazard emitter 1 again, and then go for
Not at these prices. That'll have to wait. They are asking way too much money for the incense. I can send it to myself from another toon, but 300,000 just for the incense. That'd be 1 point.
Okay, the 20k actually is a good price compared to the they sell up to 37k a piece.
Understood, but so here 300,000 to get the 4 that I need would... Okay. Let's go ahead and take that one. So I need 15 of them. Let's see. Okay. Oh, earmuffs aren't coming up. Wow, 40,000 for the candles. Nope, I'm going to send the rest to myself and I'll add that to the loot later. Pi and I have, oh, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 of each reserved, so I suppose I can send it to myself. Slight cheating, but only a little bit. All right, I am ready to rock.
Make yourself a special price, like 50% exchange, which is common among fleet members, and everything should be in the regular way.
Absolutely. All right, I will take care of that a little bit later so I don't have to jump back and forth. Okay, shall we rock and roll?
Ruins of Doom, next stop.
Okie dokie, Runes of Doom. Are you ready?
Ready.
Launching.
Launching.
I'll let this explode.
Take care for the Gull Prince.
Yep. Got the spores. This will be a little tight. Did you clean out your inventory, Ed?
Inventory is clean. Yep.
Oops, I died. That was my first dead. Okay, not bad. Gained to 37 without dying. I'm okay with that. Ooh! 2 in a row. Wow. Are we playing on a higher setting, Ed?
Playing on Elite at the moment. Yep.
Okay. That would explain a little bit. So I'm up to 39 now. Okay. Let the looting begin. Do you remember during the Foundry, people used to make loot drop missions for the sole purpose of making money so you could go out and do stuff?
Uh,
I don't know how much you did the Foundry. Actually, Smearson, that's a really good point. How much is Very Cold in Space? Uh, 1.6 million for one. 3 is 5 million, so still cheaper to just send myself the stuff. Alright, since I'm here, I'm going to go repair my ship really quick. I'm at level 39. And I've got a purchase skills option.
Suggestion, we do a gala that get you to 40.
Okay.
Then you do the promotion ship previous stick, and then we do another run of the big petrels.
Okay. I am all set, sir.
Okay,
You said Argala.
launch.
Okay. Launching. You did say Argala, correct?
A gala, yes.
Okie dokie.
Kaizen Playground.
Ah, yes.
They are my level, my basic level, and elite so.
Okay, so I will just sit here and pew pew from a distance. Try and stay out of trouble.
Currently, they actually decided the Kobayashi Maru more interesting than me. Typical for Kaizen, look for loot first, then for reason.
That's 40. Okay, that brought me up to level 40.
That was the plan.
That was awesome. Oops.
Mom, I will
Yes.
be back in 3 minutes.
Absolutely. That'll give me a moment to do a couple things here. as I get rid of some of this excessive equipment. Over there. Let's see if by any chance I've got a reclaim available. Let's claim that one. Oops, no account bank yet. Borg lock boxes. What am I going to do with all these lock boxes? Okay, let's go up to... Alright, we'll save that one. We'll put the Borg lockboxes away. So keys are running at 6 million. That's kind of painful. We're up to 1.5 million in stuff. And keys are going for 6.3 million, so at this rate it'll take me 3 days to get one key, which is probably a lot. Ooh, I still have to do competitive and gamma. So let's
I
see.
am back.
Hi, welcome back. I was just looking at my ship, if it ever loads up here. There it goes. So my equipment is still showing, even though this is the basic equipment, it's still just showing level 6. Should I discharge the ship and reacquire it? Or is the level that it's showing irrelevant to the level of damage it's doing?
No, everything that has a max number is exactly at that mark. Now, essentially, yeah, for now you're just in a state of growth, and okay, you can do it the way that as we will master the ship quite soon on high level, so nothing gets really lost.
The ship is
even
mastered.
When yeah, so the maybe you will just so you have the trait already before it will activate at level 50.
Okay.
And so I would say yes. Now you are at level 40. That means now the auto magic is gone. Kind of yeah. It's even that stuff will be get weaker in 5 levels when you get to Mark 12 land.
Okay.
So my suggestion is no trouble, just go ahead and then it's time to look for sciencey, oodly boodly doodly equipment.
Okay. So, for now, we just run until hit level 45-ish.
Yeah, I guess we can get to 50 today
Okay, that sounds great.
comfortably.
Yeah, easily at this point. Are you ready?
I am ready. I just have. Okay, you are also still in teams. So, hello, Beta Quadrant Patrols, and the 9th rule: Medron always fails.
Launching.
When you hit 50, I will tune down to advanced.
Okay. Well, when
so that we get still shot plenty ships and get plenty experience.
So, level 50 is Mark 12, correct?
Level 50 will be actually Mark 14.
Ooh, holy moly.
Sure on that. Yep. Taking considerably longer already, so we go to advanced after that patrol.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Elite gone are bitey.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely no longer broken.
Twice in a row. Gonna die again. And I'm sitting out here at 6 kilometers and still taking hits. For all that damage, only went up 2 levels.
Yeah, we go to advanced. And you go to the shipyard.
Yep, yep, yep. I've repaired my damage. Since I'm here, I'll dump out the loot.
You can dump directly at the console vendor on the shipyard.
Really?
Yeah, also fair prices.
Okay.
Other side.
There's
Yeah, one one stairs up, and then there is someone. You see the console symbol ahead?
no.
Left.
Shala. That guy?
There he is. Shala, exactly. Shalala.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Alrighty, let's do this the easy way. Okay, I'll hang on to my components there. Okay. Damage was repaired. Ready to rock and roll, Ed.
Okay, then it's time for another rescue and search.
Okie dokie. I'm launching. We're going to be at advanced this time?
Yep.
Okay. So, in the ongoing adventures of whether or not we're going to Las Vegas, one of the big conventions of the year, which is Gen Con, which is also the same weekend as Vegas, just got canceled yesterday. And Vegas itself has not given blanket permission for people to start doing conventions. A lot of them have been canceled, rescheduled, or moved to other locations that are prepared for conferences. So we'll keep you up to date. I know a lot of people are really anxious to go. I'm kind of at the point of I don't think a lot of people will attend just because of the health concerns.
Other way, FedCon is kind in on Germany is FedCon is kind of a limbo.
Yeah.
But those those people managing the FedCon produce totally useless press statements citing Wikipedia stuff and the like, and really lots of loses waste of letters to say. And at the end, okay, we don't know what is going on. We will tell you when we know.
Yeah, that's fine.
The summary, and first they produce a wall of text that is totally, gives you nothing.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if Las Vegas says you can't have a convention, they're off the hook because that was, something they couldn't control. I get that. If they decide to cancel it, they have to pay the convention center. However, we have an alternate plan if they do cancel.
Complicated audience. I don't ask.
Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Oh God, I was going to say that was short. $45. It's getting very shiny down there. And it's very pretty. F.
Could call that Enterprise F.
Okay, that took me up to 45. Alrighty, Ferengi Science Officer. Boy, they really want to give me this Ferengi Science Officer. No, thanks. We will wait to have you join us. Okay, so what was our goal for today? 45 or 50?
I would say 50.
Okay. So let's see if I have any equipment here that's worth salvaging. Works easier when I can see it all. Yes, I'm very quiet today. I apologize to people out there in Chatland.
La 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 la.
Yes. Well, it is Wednesday, and I notice we have fewer viewers on Wednesday for whatever reason.
I blame Wednesday Adams.
I
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Yes.
Oh, I wish there would be Adams Family. The second movie would be available for streaming.
Isn't it?
Wednesday is, at least not in Germany. I could get to Adams Family first, but the second movie where Wednesday tries to smile.
I know. She's
That
scary.
most horrible. Yeah, Christina Ricci is such a great actor.
Yeah.
And yeah, Wednesday Adams, she really showed all awesomeness.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I really like her in that movie. Actually, I like both of those movies, but the whole camp thing.
Camp Chippewa.
Yeah.
All the fun you
I
can
love
stand
that.
or suffer.
Oh my god. I love that scene at the end when they're doing the play.
Yeah.
And the guy who plays the her love interest at the end when he's got the little mustache. So cute. Alrighty, are we ready to go?
Yeah, let's ruin the doom.
Ruin the doom. It is launching. Let's see, 17 seconds might be able to get in there quick enough. We'll see. Out. Oops. Oh, dead again. What the heck? That was weird. I died, respawned without hitting the respawn key, and then died immediately. Up to 46. Somebody's rating us. Hey, it's Cow Tip and Mike rating us. Hi, folks from Cow Tip and Mike. How are you guys today? We're doing some speed leveling. We're as speedy as we can. Let's see, so we've been at this roughly 3 hours, so gone from 3 to 46 in approximately 3 hours. Hi, the boss. PB and PNS, it goes fine. It's Star Trek. How can it not go fine? It's a nerdy way to start our day, which makes it awesome. Thank you for the raid. We appreciate it very much. Evening? No. It's first thing in the morning. It's 7:24 in the morning. We'll have none of this evening talk stuff. That would make my day very short, and I have lots to do today. Did we get it all, Ed? All cleaned out?
Yep.
Okay. It's 10 p.m. there. Where is their Cow Tip and Mike? Let's see. Can't be Australia. I thought that was a little bit later there. Hi, Jack Wonder. Oh, you are in Sydney. Hey. One of my favorite towns. I have a friend who lives there, and she's courteously put me up on a couple of vacations. Good morning, Ice Cold Hate. If they ever drop the restrictions on traveling and I get a decent job, I will be back over there. I'll put you on my list of people to go visit. And yes, I've actually traveled around the world to go visit fleet members. I have 2 friends in Melbourne, actually just outside of Melbourne. One who lived in Kings Lake till the fire, and then she moved a couple miles away. That was very weird to go and visit her there and hear all the stories. And then one who lives on the opposite side of Melbourne. So when I was traveling there, I was got to the airport and they said, well, where do you need to get a connecting flight? This is in Sydney. I said, I need to go to Melbourne. And the very nice person just gave me this look of, where? Melbourne. Oh, Melbourne. Yeah, that place.
Melbourne.
I didn't, it's like people come to where I live and they say Chicago or Chicago. It's Chicago. Take care, Cowtip and Mike. We'll talk to you later. I always have lots to do, but I listen to Cowtip and Mike when he's on and I'm not, because always good. Always good to hear other folks. Alrighty, Ed.
Yeah, I'm cleaning inventory at the moment.
Me too. Me too. So, we're up to 1.8 million and 10,000 in refined lithium. And if I didn't say hi, Jack, I know you said yesterday you had a question. That was long. You live in Virginia. Cool. I think I've been in Virginia. I used to travel for a living. I will say I hit a lot of states where I got in there, was visiting for 10 minutes, and then went someplace else. Not by choice, just because it's like, okay, you have to be at this hospital for this amount of time, and then we'll send you over to that hospital, and then you catch a plane, and you have to go here, there. And I've actually gone to airports, recognized them, that I'd been there before, and to this day I still don't remember where it was. Texas, Oklahoma. Oh, goodness. I can't go in here. That wrong building. Oh, it's the wrong building, that's why. It's just hard copy. To put it electronically, I have to reformat it because it's an 8.5 by 11 with tons of charts. And I'm not sure how easily it will translate to electronic, but if you're interested, I can check into it. Rephrase that. If you're interested, I'll see how much time DT has got doing it. Though if all goes well, I should have some extra downtime very shortly. If all goes really well, I'll win the lottery tonight. A Stowe program on Ooh, I had to answer that too fast. On NPR, that's an interesting thought. I am working on a project where you can hear my lovely dulcet tones a little more often, all depending on what happens today. Hopefully there'll be a lot of good things happening today, though it's a bit early for Chicago stuff to be happening, but Indiana stuff is happening. Well, that's interesting. There we go. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Well, that's cute. Trying to check into my own email and it denied me access. Oh, there it is. Go figure. Well, Kit, I will check into what's involved in doing it electronically. As I said, the biggest issue with doing electronically, where it's downloadable to your phone, is simply that the charts are going to be really hard to compress and make them visually available. But I can check into it. There is a program that will do it. I just have to then import all the graphics and all the charts separately. And it's a free program.
I am ready to start the 9th rule.
9th rule, it is. Oops, there we go. Launching.
Launch.
Launch, launch, launch. So for those of you who joined us from Cow Tip and Mike, this toon, the Speed Demon, I built her this weekend, took her through the tutorials, picked up the Somerville from the, was that the Heroic event? I think it was the Heroic.
The charity.
Yeah, the charity. For the account unlock. A $10 well spent. And we've taken her from 3 to 46 in, what are we at? We're at 3 hours now. So not bad. Courtesy of Ed speed leveling everything with me. So aside from the tutorials, I haven't done a single mission on her. That took it to 47. Our goal is to try and get to 50 today.
Yeah. Next session will be 65.
Yeah, I'll make my next session, hopefully not one where I have to go do an interview in the middle of it. Hopefully I'll get a job out of this. But I was looking at the logistics of moving. And moving isn't a problem because I don't need much, and I'll be going back and forth between here and there for a while, since we obviously live here. But I want to get the place a week before I have to start working, because it takes a week to get the cable installed and the internet set up. And I can't imagine living someplace without either TV or the internet. Can't play Star Trek Online off your cell phone. I can't. And much as I love my son, I'm not going to move in with him for a week or two. That would be maybe a day. Maybe a day would work. Oops. I got too close. By the way, Kit, the second book is about 80% written, and I understand there's a third book being written by another player. So we should have 2 books out, hopefully before August. One will be on the basic heads-up display. The second one will be on ground mechanics. And we're hoping to get space mechanics put together before the end of the year. I was going to say, now that I'm not distracted by being able to go to the gym, because they've shut down the gyms here in Illinois for the next 5 months. Which is annoying as heck, but it gives me a chance to ride my bicycle, so I guess that's good. That's a thought, I could ride my bike this week. Ah! And I realized we kind of need to do a book on all the alien species, not just the player species. What the heck? I keep walking into these. There we go. So that brought me up to 48, Ed.
Yep, 50 will be definitely next patrol.
Looking at this, yes, I'm almost at 49. Well, Abda, am I that upset about the stay-at-home order? Yeah, it was the end of my business. So I'm having to rethink all the things I've done for the last 25 years. And it's not the financial hit because we're financially sound, but I've invested 25 years in becoming a martial arts instructor, a 4th degree black belt, and not being able to do that for at least 5 months. I have lost every single student. I have to start from scratch. The place where I practice probably will not survive. So then I now have to rethink how I'm going to teach. So you can see where, like, for me, as I said, it's not financial, but it's devastating to what I've done for my life. But at the same time, it's given me some freedom, because all those things that I've committed my life to doing are no longer possible. So I've got some degree of ability to move around with my life again and do other things. But am I that upset over it? No, not really upset. It's just another change in life. You can teach Taekwondo to a limited extent over a visual medium, but you have to have response from your students. So if a student is watching you do a front stance, for example, and you can't look at them to tell if their knee is indeed directly over their ankle for proper support, that their feet are pointing straight ahead and not pivoting out on the back foot ever so slightly, that their weight is distributed 60-40, shoulders back, head up. It's a constant visual back and forth. So yeah, I can put all this stuff on video, and I have done that, but I need to see what my students are doing for them to be able to know that they're progressing. One of my favorite commercials that they're showing right now on, I think it's Xfinity, is a yellow belt practicing his what we call ninja punch, which is a step forward punch, but his shoulders rotate. And that's what I saw immediately. Dude, his shoulders are rotating. You can't let him do that because that's losing some of the effectiveness of the punch. But if you can't see them doing it, they're not learning anything. It's very difficult without having feedback. And then the second part of my class is we do Hapkido. It's impossible to learn Hapkido without somebody to practice with. And the only thing I can do is to train with my instructor as soon as he's comfortable with it, with my coming down there. It's a 150-mile trip each way, and I've been driving down there and back for the last 10 years to train with him. We can't train in the studio because it's illegal in Illinois for the next 5 months. We can train in his basement because then I'm not paying him and it's just the two of us hanging out. All of my students were just on the verge of black belts, so hopefully they've got their basics done, but now they've got to retrain for 6 months, and I don't know how many of them are willing to do that. So, plan is get a different job in a different state where they've already lifted those restrictions and maybe open up a new school. Maybe. Maybe not. Ed, you ready for one more?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
Rescue and search.
Rescue and
There we
search.
go.
Launching. Then, of course, we always come to problem number 2 of doing anything over the internet. All of the classes from my gym are available on the internet. I have no place to practice. If I practice in the house, my dogs are like, Mom, this is so much fun. We get to stand and jump with you and bounce and all that stuff. It's been too cool to go outside and do it. I have a garage full of stuff, so I can't even remake my gym into it, or my garage into a makeshift gym. So in theory, great. In reality, The good news is when people start to realize that they can be close to other people and actually have physical contact, gyms and martial arts schools and stuff like that are just going to explode all over again like they did right after Karate Kid. Bear in mind, well, you guys, for a lot of you, this is kind of the first time through a pandemic situation. I started working in blood banks right as the AIDS epidemic hit. So, people were going into absolute panic because they really didn't understand the vectors of transmission, how the disease could be tested, presence of antigens, exposure times, exposure rates, things like that. That was a scary time. And of course, I'm dealing with blood, which is about as scary as it gets. Bearing in mind at that time things like HLA testing didn't exist. So it made it really interesting in terms, I'm at 49, of the level of development of science was all innovative, all new, whereas right now they actually have a really good handle on it. You may not think it, but they really do. In terms of they know how to look for stuff, they know how to synthesize using polymer chain reaction to be able to expand out the entire genome to see what's going on, much better than they could at the beginning of the AIDS epidemic. Oh, yeah, I totally believe the coronavirus is a real thing. Absolutely. I'm not into conspiracy theories. I've seen what a coronavirus is, not this particular one. So it exists. It's real. It is an infectious disease. And I actually believe what the CDC says, that within the next few years, every single person, or up to 70% of the population, will have been exposed to it. Which is actually a really good argument for getting gyms up and running, because getting a healthier population, you have fewer people who are likely to succumb to it. And despite what Sav will tell you, no, I wasn't around for the 1918 Spanish flu pandemic. And I certainly wasn't around for the Black Death. But honestly, to some extent, I think the overreaction in the state of Illinois is because the governor here is a horse's patoot, and he wants to see if he can hit the federal government for billions in support that he doesn't have to repay. Corona being a man-made thing that escaped the lab. That's a really good question. I don't have any opinion on it because I don't know. Could that be possible? Sure. Is it likely? I don't know. What would be the point? Yeah, I know labs do stupid things like try to manipulate smallpox virus and anthrax and other things as weapons. But this doesn't seem to be weaponized. It's not hitting a population that you'd want it to hit. It's not having a significant enough impact like the Black Death did to cause a massive change in the economy. I mean, it's not a good change, but we got the Renaissance out of the Black Death. I don't see that as being a really good outcome here, or a realistic outcome, that is. But could it have escaped unintentionally? Sure. Though I will say, at least in most biolabs, there's a lot of security precautions. Though So people do make mistakes. Oh, people always look for weird answers. People like weird answers. People are comfortable when they've got answers to things. It's the reason religion took off so well when it did. It's because those were answers to questions that people had that they didn't have a better answer for.
And of course, weird answers are more interesting.
Yeah, weird answers are more
So-
interesting.
It's yes, like early in the morning when I thought about the planet, the moon, and
Yeah, exactly. What you were saying earlier, Ed, is kind of what I was thinking of. I know 600,000 dead in 2 years seems like a lot of people. It's not a lot of people. It's a lot of people to those, to the friends and family and those who passed away. And you don't want that to happen. But with the population of verging on 9 billion, it's not a huge number. You go to the Black Death where you saw entire towns die in a day. You saw population decrease by at least 10% in 1 year. The population of the world decreased by 10% in 1 year. That's horrific. It affects everything. Here we've got a possibility of having a vaccine by the end of the year. And yes, I will definitely get the vaccine. I get the flu vaccine, and I rarely get the flu. When I do get the flu, it's incredibly mild. It doesn't affect me for more than a couple of days. But I believe the flu's real. Why wouldn't the coronavirus be real? Do I think people overreact? Yeah, I do. Overreact and underreact, like wearing a piece of cloth over your face is going to help you a lot. Might help you a little bit, though.
I see you got level 50 more.
I got level 50, yes indeed. And by the way, Abda, I have to get tested for corona every couple of days because I'm a rare blood donor. And if I'm not currently tested, they can't draw my blood if they need it. Not that they've needed it in years, and they're willing to pick up the cost of the testing, so I can't object too much. And it's non-invasive. And my husband's been through chemo, so I sure don't want to pass it on to him. My son has a bad heart, so I don't want to pass it on to him, so I do take reasonable precautions. Oh, why did I come down here? I wanted to go see Admiral Quinn. What am I doing? All right, I'm at level 50, Ed, and we made it under 8 o'clock, so this was 2 hours, so we are doing just fine. So rare blood donors.
Yes, actually less than 2, if I recall properly. Started at
Start a little
1:20. Now it's 10 to 3. So
So,
yes,
hour and a half today, so 3.5 hours to get from 3 to 50. That's pretty darn good.
Yep.
So let me put in one last thing. Kit Tempest, what is the flu? The flu technically is an upper respiratory virus. You tend to get a fever. You tend to get breathing difficulty. Think of it as a cold on steroids. That's classic flu. A lot of people say they've got the flu when they've got an upset stomach, or they've got the stomach flu, which isn't the flu. Trooper, rare blood donor, somebody who's got unusual markers in their blood, probably from genetics, and because I've got a very weird heritage of a little of this, a little of that, I've got some unusual markers in my blood. And I've only needed to specifically donate for one person one time. But it was cool. Otherwise, I just donate on a regular basis. What's weird is the thing that makes me a rare blood donor means that I'm a very poor candidate for being a stem cell donor. which is a bummer because I was willing to do that. I used to work in blood banking. So, Abda, you're a nurse in San Antonio. So, what's the outbreak been like down there? Yeah, usually the upper respiratory flu is 3 to 7 days. Ooh, Trooper. Oh, Neg, you are awesome then. You are the universal donor. We love you. We blood bankers adore you. No, O negative covers all the blood types because you don't have the A or B markers and you don't have the positive marker, which means everybody can take it. Yeah, well, Abda, we are under lockdown till June 1st, too. Oh, OPAS, then you're like me. I'm an OPAS. I can donate to a lot, but it's the weird markers. Yeah, there's only like a 17% population for O-neg, so that's why we adore you guys. So, Abda, the Chicago has got a bad outbreak, just like most big cities do. But I'm out in suburbia, and while we've got some cases out here, it's nothing much. Mostly you're getting, the people who are testing positive aren't in the hospitals. They're getting tested positive and putting into an in-home quarantine situation. Yeah, the New York Blood Center, you guys don't have enough donors for your population density, which is sad. I worked in New York blood banks for a while. Cool place. Cool place, though. I love New York. All right, Ed, thank you so much. I'm going to log off here because I have to go get washed and dressed to go make myself beautiful for an interview.
Yeah, so for the job interview, one word, kapla!
Kapla! Everyone, have a great day. We'll probably be back on tonight with DT continuing leveling up the La Serena, which is now the Morvaren, which is another word for mermaid. So everyone have a great day. Stay safe. If you need to stay in your home and not infect other people, please stay in your home and don't infect other people. If you can get out of your house and enjoy what's looking to be a gorgeous day, do. But please don't infect other people. Everyone have a great day. We'll see you in about 11 hours. Ed, thank you so much. I appreciate everything.
Good.
All right, everyone, have a great day. Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Mom. Bye, everybody.